One brother's a cop with a lot of promise for a successful career. The other brother, a lieutenant in the mob. He's also looking forward to a successful career. But they have one thing in common. And they're on a collision course with each other.
Hey guys, I'm Kevin.
I'm Jake.
And this is Movie Matters. We're back with some Hong Kong cinema, A Better Tomorrow by John Woo from 1986. This is an action movie through and through. Jake, what'd you think?
I liked this one a lot. It was cool. You got lots of like John Woo trademarks, lots of slow motion shots, and lots of really good gunfights. So it was pretty good. I'd say the middle dragged a little bit.
Yeah,
but it pulled me back in for the ending, which I appreciate. So
nice. You had texted me early in the week, and you were like, "Have you watched the movie yet?" And I said yes, and you're like, I asked you why, and you said, "I'll tell you when we record." Yeah. Was there a reason?
So I watched it with the English dubs. I don't know what you
I
watched
did
it
too. Yeah,
the English dubs are terrible. Like the voice actors are like god awful.
I know.
It's like 3 minutes into the movie, I was gonna tell you don't watch with the dubs if you haven't started already. But obviously these are foreign language movies, except for I think next week is Big Trouble in Little China, so that's in English, obviously. So I'm giving it a lot of leeway on the dialogue translation and the voice acting because it's not any of the real actors, obviously, and I think there's always that little bit of translation, change that comes through.
I did it with subtitles as well to see kind of how it was translating different.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do it in Cantonese, but it was kind of late and I wasn't in the mood to do it. And the English dub, that's how I watched Hard Boiled, his 90s action movie, John Woo.
Yeah.
Which I just got on 4K. They finally released it in 4K. It's literally sitting on my coffee table right now, and I'm very excited to watch it. Which you need to watch it. But yeah, I mean, it is goofy, the English dub, for sure. But I still enjoyed the shit out of it. I thought it was great.
It didn't ruin it for me. It's just one of those things, you get used to it as the movie gets going.
Yeah.
And by the time things actually start happening, you don't notice it anymore. So it's not that big of a deal. But right off the bat, I was like, wow, the guys that they picked to do these voices are really bad. But it is what it is.
It's very common, very typical,
Yeah.
So, what's funny is the movie kind of starts off as a dark comedy in the vein of Police Story, like we watched last week. It's very kind of has that humor to it, and then it goes to straight drama and action, and doesn't let go of that, and is not a comedy anymore, which is pretty interesting. I wonder if that was such a staple of the time, is that dark comedy, and John Woo was like, I like that, but I also just want to be hardcore action. John Woo was heavily influenced by Martin Scorsese in this. There's a couple Mean Streets references in this movie. It's about gangsters. It kind of glorifies that gangster triad life.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, it's badass. So
yeah, I mean, to that point about the tone shift, I think it actually does correspond well with the plot. Because in the beginning of the movie, they're kind of riding high on life, and they're at the top of the world, and then the movie's kind of about them dealing with the consequences of like the bottom falling out on them, you know.
Yeah.
And trying to like reintegrate into society without relapsing back into crime, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it is kind of a cool tone shift from comedy or like, you know, gritty crime comedy to like family drama almost, and
Yeah.
then into like straight action to
Yeah.
to end it out, which is kind of cool.
It is cool. He balances that tone really well, in my opinion. When this movie was released, it became the highest grossing movie in Hong Kong film history and held that place for a number of years, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, super entertaining. The beginning is badass, how it's shot, and you know you get right into it with counterfeit money. You've got Chow Yun-fat, who is awesome, who plays Mark in this. He is awesome in this movie, and I love. It's iconic when he lights that $100 bill and lights his cigarette while wearing sunglasses. Like, so bad. Like that, in and of itself, was so fucking cool.
Yeah. And like I was going to say compared to Police Story, the cinematography of this movie feels contemporary to like
It
now.
does.
Which is I like was like blown away with like some of the like tracking shots and the push-ins and like stuff that he was doing is like, wow, like, you know, that's where I think the American cinema influence is really apparent in this movie compared to like Police Story's shot almost like a 70s like Starsky and Hutch, you know, like TV show.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of camera movement, but it captures all of the action, you know, in like one frame, you know, like, and like it's very simplistically shot, where A Better Tomorrow's very artistically shot, and gives you a very different type of feel, you know, when watching it. I guess that the best way to describe it is it's more cinematic, you know, than Police Story was.
I would agree. 100%. This movie became so popular that kids in Hong Kong started wearing long coats, like trench coats, known as dusters, to copy the lead character in the film. Like, they were obsessed. Chow Yun-fat, I mentioned his sunglasses. He wore Alain Delon sunglasses, if I'm pronouncing that right. And after the movie, Hong Kong was sold out of them. Delon sent Chow Yun-fat a personal thank you, literally because of that. And it's funny, we've talked about this a few times in other 80s movies we've done, like The Aviators in Top Gun from Tom Cruise, the Ray-Bans from Tom Cruise in Risky Business. It's
I
so
bought Carreras because of Paul Newman.
yeah, in Color of Money. Yep, exactly. Like the pop culturism of these movies, especially these 80s movies, is awesome. And this movie has that. So it's very, I don't want to say Americanized. It's not very Americanized, but it's like, it's so popular in its own right, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And
well,
I like
this was
I
like
that.
the beginning of like the American like consumerism, you know, movement in the 80s. So like all that kind of like I don't necessarily think that it's all product placement, you know, but it's like you want to emulate these like cool guys in these movies, and like how do you do that? You like buy the stuff that they're wearing and, you know, pretend like you're them, you know, and like that kind of stuff. So like and that's very different, I think, kind of a different like circumstance than like previous decades of film. Like there's not a lot of movies, but besides maybe westerns, where I think people strongly identified with the characters so much so that they wanted to like emulate them, you know. I mean, like you have like Clint Eastwood and John Wayne, like those guys were, I think, pretty iconic. and other actors in westerns, but like nobody was like watching even like oh shit, I'm forgetting his name.
Who?
Cary Grant, or like
Oh.
you know those kind of like Humphrey Bogart or whatever. Like
Yeah.
you know, they were much more emblematic of their time than like setting the trends of their time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Where a lot of the characters in these 80s movies that we're watching are the trendsetters. It's a different type of dynamic, I feel like, with the audience, you know?
And I'm trying to figure out why that is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's just that...
Is it just the time period because it's just consumerism, 80s, people spending money, and pop culture becoming more popular, movies becoming better, if I'd argue. I don't know, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the 80s, too, is like the decade where movies started to really dominate pop culture. I could be wrong about that, but like, you know, like
From my opinion, I mean, I would probably agree with you.
you know, as like, and like, not even dominate, but like become synonymous and like define pop culture in a lot of ways. You know, like The Breakfast Club is like the most like 80s movie of the 80s. You know, in a lot of ways, like that's what people think of when they think of the 80s, you know.
Yeah, Back to the Future, Top
Yeah.
Gun, Risky Business, like I said, like all those are so pop culture defining 80s films.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
crazy.
and A Better Tomorrow has like all of those elements for sure. Like you can see it. It's very prevalent throughout
Yeah.
the whole movie.
Yeah, that's really, really well said. That's great. Yeah, it makes, I mean, again, this makes me like the movie even more.
Yeah.
What's crazy is Chow Yun-fat was not really popular. He was considered box office poison and not an action hero. And John Woo basically was like, well, that's the reason why I'm going to cast this guy. It's against type, and he's going to kill it. And he did. And that, like, from then on out, he was an action star.
Well, I was gonna say, like, he's one of like maybe 3 like Chinese actors that like everybody in America probably knows. Like him, Jackie Chan, and I'm probably missing another big one. But like,
Donnie Yen, if he's Chinese, I would say Donnie Yen.
yeah, I mean, for sure, Jackie
Like, he's,
Chan.
you know
and
who
Chow
Donnie Yen is,
Yun-fat.
right?
If you showed me a picture, I would recognize him.
He's Ip Man. Have you ever seen those movies?
Was that a Jet Li movie?
No. I guess you consider if Jet Li's Chinese.
I think he is, right?
I would say, I don't know, we should Google that.
Jet Li. Yeah.
Jet Li, that's a good that
And
was
Bruce Lee. But
yeah.
like, you know, Chow Yun-fat's really, really well known. Even in Western countries.
Jet Li is Chinese. So yeah, Jet Li. Yeah, like I said, Donnie Yen. Let me make sure he's a Hong Kong actor. Yeah, Donnie Yen's awesome. He's the blind guy in Rogue One, Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
I am with the Force is with me. That guy.
Yeah. Huh.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. He's awesome. I love him. Yeah, that's really cool. So, some theater owners expressly said that Chow Yun-fat should not be cast in this movie. But like he was popular on TV apparently, but like literally all his movies were flops. And then this movie came out and made him a fucking star. And what's cool is his role was initially supposed to be very small, and John Woo noticed Chow Yun-fat's talent and screen prowess, and reworked the script and gave him a much larger part in the movie.
And that's pretty cool. Because
But-
I mean, Mark is for sure a highlight of the movie. Like he has
Hands
some
down.
epic scenes. Like the hallway like shootout scene is absolutely awesome, and like
Very awesome. Unlimited ammo though.
yeah, unlimited ammo, but he also hides 3 guns. So I appreciate that they go empty at some point.
What I love about that is it's kind of so on the nose. He plants guns in plants.
Yeah.
Which is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, the whole introduction to that, he's like, you know, macking on some girl, like we're with some girl, and then he's like slowly sneaking these guns into these plants, and then he just fucks everyone up. But then he gets fucked up a little bit. He gets shot in the
Yeah,
leg,
he does.
which is pretty crazy. And that's
I think that one thing this movie does really well is that nobody is invincible in this movie, which
Yeah.
is good to see in an action movie. They like, especially one like this that's kind of a crime drama action movie, you know?
yeah,
You know, very much in the same vein as like Die Hard, where like the hero takes an absolute beating. You know, it's not like Commando, where like Arnold's like, you know, being shot at by like 50,000 people and doesn't get shot once, and like
Stays
he's
in
just,
one
like,
place out in the
machine-gunning
opening.
down like
Yeah, out in
100
the
people at a time, and like yeah, you know,
yeah.
I mean, like those movies for sure have their place, but like that's not what this kind of movie is, and it's done very well, I think.
Yeah, agreed, 100%. What's cool is, and some would argue it's not cool, but these are like anti-heroes, basically.
Yes.
They're bad guys, but they're the heroes of the story, and you like them a lot, and you root
Well,
for
and
them, which is
they're
super
trying
cool.
to reform, which is why
For the
you
most,
like them.
like, yeah,
like,
the main character,
Mark is a little bit different, but yeah,
what is it, Brother Ho? Is it Ho?
yeah, Ho
right?
is the main. I guess
Yeah.
Ho is the main character, and
Yeah.
he's the one that's just trying to like get a job, like, you know,
Yeah.
live his life. He wants to like reconnect with his brother because he, you know, feels bad about the circumstances with their dad and everything. Oh, yeah, Mark is a little bit more like willing to get shady.
Yeah. Yep. He's like, "What up, Ho?" Yeah, I mean the ambush in the beginning is pretty cool. It's that. Did you watch that part in the English dub?
Yes.
That part is kind of hilarious.
Yeah, it
it's like,
is.
"Oh yes, have a seat. Nothing's wrong. You're cool. Everything's fine."
Yeah. I think
That
that
part-
might have been when I texted you. I was like, dude, have you watched it yet?
Yeah, that part was really funny to me. I was like, "Oh, that English dub. It's like so on the nose. It's like so obviously that something is going to happen."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be curious to rewatch it in Cantonese. I do want to watch the sequel. There is a sequel that came out the next year, and
Oh.
it has Chow Yun Fat in it. Apparently, he plays his twin brother, which is funny.
Nice.
So, and it's got a good rating. It's supposed to be good and like awesome and action packed. It's on Prime right now, streaming wise.
Oh, nice.
So it's on my list. I want to watch it soon. I know I've said that about every fucking sequel to every
We've
movie
talked
we've been
about
doing
for the
lately,
last,
and
like,
I have
3 months.
and I have yet to do that. But we could also do it for a sequel month to
Yeah.
this, because we could do Police Story 2 and then better
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow too. But the apartment scene where the like guy goes to kidnap Kit and Ho's father, that scene is like actually super intense and like really brutal action. Like the whole fight scene,
Yeah.
him
Really
getting
well
stabbed,
choreographed
yeah,
and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, the dad throwing the water at his face. Like you said, that's also a good example of like everyone's expendable. You don't know who's going to live, who's going to die, and I really really like that in movies. That like really adds to the stakes, which we talk about all the time. It's
Right.
like it just ups the tension, and that's huge for me. And you know, the dad dies, which is crazy. Like I didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah, no, but like it's such a good plot device to set the stage for what becomes like the real like plot of the movie, you know.
The conflict,
Just
yeah.
the conflict between the two brothers, and like you know, it's a really interesting setup where Ho or Kit doesn't know that Ho is a gangster, and Kit's going to become, you know, a police officer. The dad, you know, kind of alludes to that and says, like, you know, your brother basically, you know, was gonna find out at some point. He's like, but for now, you know, like, he doesn't know anything, and that's kind of why he, I think, decides that he's gonna leave for Taiwan, so he can kind of let his brother, you know, be a cop and not have to, you know, fight with them and stuff.
Yeah, and also, I mean, the big conflict is that Kit blames Ho for their father's death.
Right, because of the revenge for what happened in Taiwan.
Yeah. I think there's like one funny scene. I feel like as horrible as this is to say, in like the last two movies, like the women characters are good, but I feel like they get treated like such shit in these movies.
Yeah, I think that's could be a cultural thing.
Yeah, unfortunately. But like, you know, in Police Story, like the women, like Jackie Chan's girlfriend gets like thrown down the stairs, and like she gets like thrown through glass. Like another one gets thrown through glass.
Yeah.
And like there's like a lot of crazy stuff that happens. And in this movie, I just feel like there's a part where Kit like gets the trash to like get that note from Shing, the like gangster that he's trying to go after. He gets the trash and like dumps it in his kitchen and then makes his girlfriend clean it up.
Yeah.
which is so bad. And just like leaves it in there. It's just, I don't know. It's very interesting. But yeah, definitely probably a cultural thing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But definitely something I've noticed in the past two movies.
Yeah, they're just like very all around like weak characters.
Yeah.
Like both physically and like in terms of like presence, you know. Yeah, I think it's just kind of that's how it is.
And I don't know if the translation was off, the English dub, but I feel like his girlfriend in the beginning calls the dad uncle. I don't know if I caught that correct, but I was like,
I don't know if I caught that or not. I don't think I did.
Or she says uncle when they're getting attacked in the apartment or something. There was something where she says,
if maybe it's a bad translation.
I think it was a bad like dub or something. I don't know. It was just weird. I was like thrown off by that. Maybe I heard it wrong. I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, and then like the middle does drag a little bit, and then you get to the climactic end where they finally kind of team up at the end, and that scene's great. I mean, you get Mark getting the shit kicked out of him, which is really brutal, and like it sucks when he gets killed.
Yeah.
But like you kind of know it's coming. You kind of knew from the get-go that he was going to die, to be honest.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of ways out of that situation.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I like you kind of just knew he was going to die. But it makes you like the character more, I feel like.
yeah.
And I like when he talks, he's got like a good kind of speech at the end where he's like, you know, your brother is a good man. And like that like whole speech is good.
Yeah, I mean, it's all that, like, you know, the stakes plus a good character arc. Like, you want to see him evolve and, like, become a better person, like, you know, by kind of, like, sacrificing himself at the end.
Yeah.
It's like he completes that arc.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very satisfying ending, you know, for his character, even though it's, you know, you like
tragic.
him.
Yeah.
And tragic. But yeah, I mean, it's a good way to send off that character, and you know that's what you want to see, you know.
Yeah.
And it solidifies the stakes, you know, like the movie's about life and death, you know. it
Yeah.
makes it count. So
Yeah, and the burning of the $100 bill for the cigarette is foreshadowing as well. Apparently, from what I read, is that it foreshadows his death because Buddhists burn fake money during funerals so that the dead will have money in the afterlife.
interesting.
So it's kind of a
burning counterfeit money.
yeah.
In the beginning. Yeah,
yeah. So pretty interesting.
that's kind of neat.
I like when Kit finally kind of has the respect for Ho and like forgives him and gives him the gun, and then Ho wastes Shing.
Yeah.
I like that part.
By
What'd you
the
think
way,
of? Yeah,
this movie is the like who's who of 80s guns.
oh yeah,
You have the Beretta pistol, you have MP5s, and you have Uzis. Like again, like checks every box for 80s gunplay.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean the gunplay is really good in this movie. The action's really good. The blood it's bloody. It's
But not
it's good.
not obscenely bloody. It's like
No.
good amount, you know.
Yeah, it's the right amount of brutality and violence. It's like
Gets the
not
message
over the
across
top.
without making it so like hard to watch.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I mean, overall, I really like this movie. I read a few reviews on Letterboxd, and I thought they were funny, so I want to share them. Yeah, one review says, John Woo just earnestly loves guys being dudes. Loads of bros crying their hearts out in the rain and hugging each other and fighting for honor and loyalty and chivalry. It fucking rules. This one was probably my favorite. I used to be attracted to women. Then my uncle showed me a movie directed by John Woo.
That's
It's definitely my favorite review. And that could go for both like, you know, if you're gay or straight, that 100% could go both ways. Which is really funny. That's universal. Cuz like there's some homosexual undertones in this movie a little bit. I don't think it's meant to do that.
No, it's not
But it's
intentional, but,
like-
yeah, like there's that speech that Mark gives when they're like at the bar when he's talking about
Drinking
how
some
like Ho
piss.
like saved his life or whatever.
Yeah.
And like he gets like super intense. He's like, "I love you, man," or like whatever he
Yeah,
says,
yeah.
you know. And it's like, it was like, oh, okay,
Yeah, he's like on the verge of tears and you're like,
yeah,
interesting. They're always like hugging and like, you know, like he like tickles his brother.
yeah.
Like there's a lot of weird things that they do, but it's also kind of funny and I don't know, just adds to the John Wooism of this movie, I feel
Yeah,
like.
it's just like, yeah. I mean, we talked about, well, I don't think we talked about it on the podcast, but you and I have talked about Mission Impossible 2 a lot, and, you know, you like it a lot, and I
do.
don't care for it as much.
It's
but
the
it
worst of all
has-
of them for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, but, like, it's got a bunch of those, like, quirky things that I think are in this movie, but are much more fitting in this context than in Mission Impossible.
And what I think is John Woo makes a movie, if you know what I mean. He knows it's a movie. He makes it a movie. He wants it to be entertaining. And that's what's fun about his movies. And that's what's fun about Mission Impossible 2. It's like, it's so serious, yet it's not.
Well,
like,
it's not trying to be realistic.
Yes. It's
trying
just trying
to-
to be epic.
Right, yeah.
And that's what's cool about his
As
movies.
seen by the like 50 round shot from each pistol in that hallway
100%.
scene.
100%. What do you think of the music in this movie?
To be honest, I didn't think about it much.
I did not like it.
If I'm having a hard time even remembering it, then I don't think it was memorable.
I think it's like very harmonica-esque. They played it in the trailer we just watched.
yes, it's that.
And
yeah,
it's
it's like bluesy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like very 80s, almost. It's almost like too upbeat. In a sense, it's like such a.
yeah. It's
That should have been more piano, in my opinion. As funny as that sounds.
Yeah, it's more like the kind of music that you would expect in a movie about a guy who's like just rolling into town and he's homeless in like the 1930s South, and
Yes.
like, you know, like he's
Yes.
trying to just find a job and make his way. You know, like that's the kind of music I think it was. It wasn't super
100%.
fitting. But I mean, like, you know, like I said, I was just struggling to even remember what it was until you clicked that in my head. But
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it didn't like ruin anything. It's just, yeah, it could have
Yeah.
been better. I think it should have been more contemporary 80s poppy synth, you know, kind of thing. That would have
Synth
probably
would be sick.
bumped it up a notch. You know, like the To Live and Die in LA, you know, type feel would have made this movie, I think, a little bit more epic.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, you know, something like that.
Yeah, it almost has like a Midnight Run, you know, like two buddies going on a road trip, like comedy. You know, that's kind of the music vibe I got from it. I'm sure people love the soundtrack and would argue with us over that, but that's just
yeah,
like how I took it. I don't know.
I just don't
wasn't
think
bad.
it's the right context.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, I mean, I gave this movie a 4 out of 5. I really liked it. I do want to watch the sequel for sure. So we got Big Trouble in Little China next, right? And
Yep.
you've never seen that.
Nope.
So what do you think so far of the two movies we've watched?
I mean, yeah, I'm glad we watched both.
Yeah.
They're for sure solid movies. You know, different and good in their own rights. But yeah, I think I'm excited for
The Killer?
The Killer.
Me too.
Now,
I was just going to say that.
A John Woo movie that wasn't Mission Impossible 2. Kind of understanding, you know, what his deal is. But yeah, I'm pumped for the next two movies.
You also need to watch Hard Boiled. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
I'll check it out.
I don't think it's streaming. You can buy it. You can rent it on Amazon for like $6. I
Okay.
highly recommend it. You totally should. I mean, I haven't seen that movie since I was like 12, probably 12 or like 15 in that range. Like I was a teenager probably, and I don't know why I bought that. I think maybe a friend or someone recommended it to me on Xbox of all places. So, yeah, I'm excited to watch The Killer. This movie has definitely prepared me to have a good time with the other one. Yeah, I'm glad we watched it. So, anything else you want to add?
I'm pumped for Kurt Russell next week.
Dude. Kurt Russell in a tank top with a mullet.
We haven't seen Kurt Russell in a while since The Thing.
I'm a huge Kurt Russell fan. We need
And
to
he's like
definitely.
arguably the king of the 80s.
We
He's
should
in
do a
lot
Kurt
of 80s
Russell
movies.
month. Should absolutely do a Kurt Russell month.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let us know if you guys want to see that because we love Kurt Russell. We definitely need to do it. I've been wanting to watch Escape from New York recently.
Me too,
It's
because
been-
I've never seen it.
It's been on sale. I've seen it. It's really good. It's been on sale, and it's Carpenter. It's
Yeah.
been on sale on like Amazon for like $15 for the 4K, and I've debated buying it, and I didn't, and I kind of regret it because I want to buy it. But
I'm
maybe
surprised you don't have that one already.
I know. I'm surprised too. It's a good one. I think I had it on DVD,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
Blu-ray. Yeah, I'll have to buy it. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you for listening and watching, and hope you like this. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already for more episodes. We do it pretty much every Monday. Release an episode, and it's fun, and we enjoy it. And we do usually a theme every month. That's kind of the trend we've been going. And this month, obviously, is Hong Kong cinema, Asian action films. And if you guys have any comments you want to give us on what direction to go, if you want to see us do a couple films, feel free to do so.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Yep. See ya.
Catch you next week.